Welcome in to I Remember My First Time. Oh, don't be nasty, Jacob. Not that first time.
Damn it.
This is a podcast about cinematic awakenings.
I like the sound of that.
Where we talk about movies we love with someone who just popped their cherry to that movie.
Oh my god, that sounds so sexy.
Jacob, are all the movies we do on this podcast going to be good movies?
God, I hope not.
Do we like shitty movies?
We love shitty movies. Sometimes even more than good movies.
Are we critics?
Hell no.
But do we love movies?
Oh, we love the shit out of movies. In this week's masterpiece, the 2008 Stiffmeister Classic, Role Models.
Jacob, I like your take on boobies, and I like boobies.
BJ, do you know what I used to have for breakfast? Cocaine. Do you know what I had for lunch? Cocaine.
I am BJ Leica, and I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day.
Joined as always by me, Jacob Beakus. And I am white, so I guess I'm Ben Affleck, and I will show my dick.
Yours ain't as nice as Ben Affleck's, is it?
No way. It's not a hanger like Benny's either.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Bullshit and Doctor I'm full of shit.
Which one of us has the PhD?
Exactly. And what'd you have for dinner? Cocaine, I'm guessing.
Cocaine! This week we have our first guest in a long time. And IRMFT is proud to get someone who is funny. We're serious. This big motherfucker shares the same name as a Sesame Street character. Check. Big as fuck. Check. Ugly as he is big. Check. And he is big. Would have been drafted from Michigan if he hadn't broken his back as a lineman big. What do you do when you break your back and you can't get drafted by the NFL to change you and your family's lives and you have all the tools to be funny? You say fuck it, become a stand-up comedian. To the point of even having enough material to perform an hour-long set on fucking stage in front of fucking people.
An hour?
Yeah, I did an hour and 15 once. But
Yeah.
Oh.
In the greater Motown area, our first Detroit Lions fan, Bert Eisling.
I think I am the Detroit Lions fan. You like quantitated it, which I appreciate, but I'm pretty sure I'm it, man.
There's 7 others.
Right? And the problem is it's all me, just different names.
So if 7 people root for the Lions and 7 people listen to our podcast, what are the odds of a crossover?
There you go.
Pretty fucking big.
Right, like clientele, huh?
So, Bert, what is your relationship with the cinema?
With the cinema, well, you know, besides well, there was that one incident that I can't talk about right now, but the other time,
Did it involve Sam Elliott's porn?
yes, I heard that one.
Did you?
I honestly didn't Google. I should have, but I didn't want to see it because I wondered if well, my question was, does it have a little mustache? Does it have the tiny little mustache?
It's not little.
No. At least the mustache.
Right? Movies are a place for me. Used to be to hide and get away. Honestly, the theater when I was a kid, there was a $2 theater in Keego Harbor that we used to go up to. We'd ride the train. We'd jump on the freight trains and run the trains up into Keego Harbor and watch movies. And that's where we'd hide for hours, just because if we were outside, it wasn't a good thing. Basically,
fair enough.
It's harder to get in trouble inside a theater.
100%.
True. We still managed to do it a couple times, but mainly it was just to see. You know, the first movie I saw, I was 11 years old. I think it was Jaws,
Awesome.
1976. So I was 9, I guess. And man, I ate a mitten. Literally ate a mitten.
Rock your world.
Yes.
That's a heck of a first movie.
That's good parenting too, though, if you think about it.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%. I had another guy that I worked with at one of my first jobs, and the first movie he ever got to watch was the original Planet of the Apes. And when it came over and you saw the Statue of Liberty, he was like, "What the fuck? Oh my god!" That would have been for a movie experience to be like that for my first movie.
For the first
Yeah.
movie.
We missed out on that with our generation.
Right. Better than Batman and Robin.
Yeah. or our parents just showing us anything like Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin, yeah.
Get to the cooler. I can't even wait to see what our stupid.
When did
movie
Batman stop
impersonation
having
is.
nipples?
It never should have happened.
It never should have.
There's no reason.
No, it never should have stopped happening.
It shouldn't have stopped happening. Right? He should have nipples. I agree.
Bring back bat nipples.
Bring back bat nipples. Hashtag bring back. I'm in.
Hashtag bring back bat nipples.
I'm in. If I could just reach my utility belt, quick, Robin the bat joint, smoke it. That's good shit, Batman. Correction, old chum. That's good bat shit. Sorry.
Alfred made an appearance there. I love that.
Sorry.
Awesome. So what movie do we have?
We got role models. Paul Rudd, Sean William Scott,
Stiffler,
Christopher Mintz-Plasse,
McLovin. Call them by their names, BJ.
Absolutely.
Jane Lynch. Jane Lynch.
Yeah, Jane Lynch.
Okay.
Just fucking hitting it on all fucking counts in this movie.
So, Jacob, what do you think of role models?
I love this movie. From the first time I've seen it, every time I've watched it since then, and last night and today, because I had to watch it in parts with my busy-ass life. Enjoyed every fucking minute of it. And every time I, pressed pause, I was like, shit, I still got a lot to go. But not in a bad way. I was just like, I love this movie. It is fucking awesome.
This movie's barely more than 90 minutes.
Yeah.
97?
Hour and 41.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bert, what do you think of it?
I enjoyed it. You can't put Paul Rudd, Stiffler, in the same movie, and that little kid Ronnie. I don't know the actor's name, but
Ronnie was great.
Ronnie's
through the whole movie.
Awesome.
Fantastic. It's
This motherfucker trying to grab my hang down.
Right. It's
Jane Lynch looks
like Miss Daisy. That was my favorite.
I don't drink juice, bitch.
Oh, sorry. Anyways, I think it's a feel-good movie of 2008. It's got to be.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
This is as funny as it is. It does give you warm and fuzzies, especially at the end.
Yeah,
it's nothing special in terms of movie. It's not Jaws. This hasn't done anything any movie hasn't done before, but it just works really well.
Yeah,
it's funny people being funny, and it works great.
Yep. What do you like about the movie?
Number one, Ronnie.
Yep.
It's such a gamble when you have a kid actor.
It is.
And he nails it. I loved the entire.
I loved how they didn't focus on any of the other littles, because kid acting is hard. They're just like, we got Ronnie. Don't show anybody but Ronnie.
No, you don't need to.
Ronnie's a bona fide gangster, though. I mean, he played Tupac, little Tupac, in the Tupac life story or whatever. He was the young Tupac.
Fuck yeah.
I can see
baby
that.
Tupac. That's why I was watching him going, and then I looked it up and was like, okay, now I understand. He was a straight gangster, I think, period.
Cool.
And he's like, what, 8 or 12 in that movie or whatever it is? I don't remember how old he is, but.
Obviously, the acting's great.
But,
really funny people. At the very top of the list for me is Jane Lynch in this movie. I don't think anybody outdoes Jane Lynch. And the ending is so heartwarming.
Yeah.
Way more than it needed to be.
Yeah. Everything you said, but I think there was someone better than Jane Lynch, and I think it was little Ronnie, just based off his age and how well he was doing.
That's fair. Level of difficulty for a 10-year-old versus comedic standout Jane Lynch.
Yeah. And I just love both of them. And like Bert said, how do you put the Stiffmeister and Paul Rudd in the movie and not hit it out of the park?
They were so comically timed. From looking at it from a comedic aspect, it's not the writing and the timing of those two, from their setups to their tags. That was a good movie, And then what'd you have for dinner? Cocaine, I'm guessing. Just the way that they presented it and the way it came off, it's timed.
Yeah, a great example is that intro scene when they're talking and Kiss gets brought up.
Right.
Just them working off of each other was amazing.
Well, I don't know. Do we talk kind of about the script or the?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what I looked into, because I started picking up. I watched it differently this time, to to be able to talk about it. And I was catching different things left and right that I didn't see. Like I've seen it a couple times, and I'm catching things off it. And the script, so I went back and looked, and it was almost completely improv.
Yeah.
The original script was written, but then they would just go, and the writers would go, wait a minute. They go back in and rewrite and go, here, try this.
Yeah.
And then they would go back and forth about it.
Paul Rudd this is the perfect time to bring this up. Paul Rudd peed his pants one day on set, laughing so hard at an improvised line.
That didn't even make it in the movie?
I don't know. I just know that I just know it was one of those times, like Bert was saying, that the movie's heavily improvised. I was gonna bring that up in trivia, but fuck.
You and I aren't sitting in a room somewhere at a table writing this shit. They're half the stuff that they're coming out of their mouths. That's not written from a writer. That's coming from their heads and then going, wait a minute, do that again. Let's go back and let's run that again.
And then it's just slightly different sometimes. And
it's just I was hoping that there was going to be the outtakes at the end running through the credits. That's the thing that disappointed me the most.
I've brought this up many times. The streaming services need to bring back at least outtakes as bonus features.
Absolutely.
And put them on for the movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Especially for comedies.
I can't imagine it costs you any money. I don't know why those streaming services just don't do that.
I guess maybe more content, less money, not the same. By the time the credits roll, unless it's a
Marvel movie,
you end up moving on, right? And whatever pops up, as soon as the thing pops up going up next, it's over. There's not anything else after it, right?
Yeah.
But that would have been awesome. I would love to see those, just everybody.
I do want to know one thing, and I'll go first. In movies like this, there's always something that makes you laugh more than it should. For me, it was Paul Rudd at the dinner table with McLovin's family.
Yep.
And they've said fuck no less than 12 times. His mom calls Paul Rudd a prick and turns to McLovin and goes, apologize for the language. They've already said fuck like 12 times. I lost it, and it's not that funny.
Mine was Stiffler, just the ambient starting to hit, and he's just like, did you know that dinosaurs aren't extinct? Because birds are dinosaurs, and birds are everywhere.
I love you. I really got to pee. I love you. You shouldn't laugh that hard. Mine was but fuck you, Miss Daisy.
Yeah,
Pick me up in an hour. He's like, fuck you, Miss Daisy, and they drove off. It was just, it had to be written, but.
Well, it's definitely one of those age differences with us, too, because you saw Driving Miss Daisy when it came out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was
pretty
a big
mediocre.
Deal. The what?
Pretty mediocre movie.
What?
Driving Miss Daisy.
Not the greatest movie in the land.
Yeah, but great movie references.
Yes, great movie references, and you take that much talent in one movie, and it's going to do something.
Least, 100%. Anything else you liked?
That struck me, like he said, is funny like that. No, there's just so many little comments with the Ben Affleck references to Paul Rudd. He called him Daredevil. Yeah. He called him Reindeer Games. He called him Ben Affleck, and then he's like, "You white? You Ben Affleck?" And you go, "Yeah, he's got you there. You're white." And he goes, "Yeah, I guess I am."
Jacob was rooting for Phantoms.
Yeah. Affleck was a bomb of Phantom like a motherfucker. Anything anybody didn't like? There's nothing in this movie I don't like.
I was gonna say, I'm like, no, there wasn't anything I was watching it thinking, what. Really, I don't think they went too far with anything. The thing they did to me is I get kind of antsy when I'm watching it because I see the comedy building with Jane Lynch in the office with the cocaine, and I have for lunch cocaine. Why don't you go home and cut a couple lines of self-esteem and snort? And I was saying that stop. In my head, I'm like, stop.
Yeah,
that's enough. Stop. And they did.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, thank you, because that would have been the point where you just took that dead horse and kicked the shit.
Yeah, there's nothing about this movie that doesn't work as a comedy.
Yeah. And like Bert said, I love when movies do this and they don't take it too far.
Right. Because this one,
my best example to bring up is Parks and Rec with John Ralphio. They never bring that motherfucker in too much. It's just the perfect amount.
I made my money the old-fashioned way. I got run over by a Lexus.
Minor scrapes and bruises, major dollars and cents.
Great character that is.
Nice.
Is this a good movie? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And we skipped right over the budget. It wasn't all that popular. It was a $28 million budget, and it only brought in $39 million.
Not bad.
I thought it would have done way better.
What else is in 2008?
I don't know.
You guys don't know. How old were you?
20.
Yeah.
That's 20.
Yeah.
20? Yeah.
2008, I was 16.
Not telling.
So I was watching stupid shit. You're not telling?
You already aged yourself with Jaws.
With the Jaws,
Yeah.
right? Being 9. Yeah, I guess
Driving
I
Miss
should do the math
Daisy.
on that. Driving Miss... That was not Miss Daisy. Fuck you.
All right, now we're on to Mount Rushmore of scenes.
We're getting deep into this movie.
How deep, BJ?
I'm not saying it.
Burt will, though.
Sure, why not?
Balls deep.
Balls deep. Sorry.
See, I knew he'd say it.
You set it up, but...
Not all set up for it.
Gone. Sorry, that one hit the forehead and dropped. It didn't even make it over my head.
BJ, you want to go first?
This is a true Rushmore for me. These scenes are pretty close together, all 4 of them.
Yes.
Number 4, I'm going to go with the start of the movie with Stiffler and Paul Rudd pitching energy drinks to kids, telling them not to do drugs.
I have the same one as number 4.
Me too.
Yeah.
The last part of
me
it
too.
is classic. When they don't do drugs because why? They're not cool, and then he goes off. That is,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
anyways,
You know why teenagers should do drugs? Because life fucking sucks.
sucks.
Nothing's going to work out. None of your dreams are going to work out. Nothing.
Oh my God, it's Shrek piss.
The truck that looks like a bull mounting the horse will never not be funny to me. I don't care.
Yeah. Stifler just being like, guess what I did last night?
Oh yeah, he's like Dirty Sanchez did right there, man.
Hey, where do I get that stupid cow costume? Got this one out of your mom's closet. She let me keep it after I fucked her.
I really thought that was going to be something clever. It wasn't.
It didn't need to be.
It was perfect. Did you watch? Did you see the kids that were standing around the main kid that was lipping off to him? They were fucking on their ass laughing. So you know there were like 9 lines before that because they cut and it's straight faced and then they cut back and they're all like after he's just about to say because after I fucked her. And it's like, wait,
Minotaur's not a cow; it's a magical being of power. And I got this one from your mom's closet. I liced eat and chill and take this through the introduction at Sturdy Wings.
Oh, so through the coffee shop scene.
Yeah, because fuck it. I mean, it's my podcast. I can end this scene whenever I want.
Nice.
And I had to bring that into it because otherwise we wouldn't.
Yeah, I think the beginning of this movie, like Bert was talking about with the chemistry,
Right.
it's just on fire immediately.
Starts and goes. Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know. I can't rock and roll on a night and party every day, dude.
Just 1 to
I can
3.
do it 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Same.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, after watching this movie in your mid-30s, when you're in a rut and hate your job, this Paul Rudd character hits different, man.
Right? Because I was doing the math in my head. I'm like going, okay, let's see. He's been there 10 years. So when did he start? He probably took the job. It's kind of like a kid. He's 22, 23. He's like, I'm going to work for this energy company. Yeah, 10 years later, he's still fucking doing it. Hating his life. That was perfect.
I was watching this. I'm like, I'm 1 bad day away from this.
Like Wheeler doesn't like his job. I love this job, man.
Oh, yeah, your scene also includes the office party. doesn't
Hell
it?
yeah, it does.
Yeah, the office part. The coffee shop part, though, is that what you're talking about? Was
Yeah.
the first part? Yeah, that actually, truthfully, we're jumping ahead, but that's my number 1 favorite because 2 reasons. 1, the whole Vente. The whole, give me a large. No, I'm sorry. What do you want? No, Grande's a large. No. You're stupid in 3 languages. And then he's like, Vente. She tells him Vente means 20. It's 20 ounces. I shit you not. It was 2008, whatever day this movie fucking came out that I watched it, that I figured out that a Vente is 20 fucking ounces. It's because of that movie to this day, I know the word Vente means 20. And then it's a 20-ounce cup. That's why they fucking call it that because it always pissed me off. Grande. Tall, Vente, Trente, did it? I understood Trente when it came out because of the Vente.
As somebody who's ordered mediums from Starbucks 20 times, no one says shit.
No one ever. But that girl was perfect. Her comeback, look, Dick. We have a tall, a grande, and a Vente.
You son of a bitch.
So that was everybody's 4th favorite scene.
Yep.
My 3rd is... Bert, I don't know if you watched the late 90s, early 2000s professional wrestling,
I did.
but this is what we call our Eddie Guerrero, where we lie, cheat, and steal on what a scene is.
Okay.
And mine is just every time Jane Lynch is in this movie.
Oh, absolutely.
The bagel dog is the best part.
Both times at the end too. When what's his name, Marino was pushing back.
She's up in that mound. She's firing 98 this entire movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just going for it. Bagel Dogs is my favorite part. The cocaine bit is great. And her interaction with the nerdy counselor guy.
Oh yeah. What's his name? AB something. AB
Melvin, Marvin.
Yeah.
I call him the generic youth minister because that's what every youth minister in Texas acts like.
Absolutely.
And their interactions were great.
I loved at the very end. He's just like, want to take you out. Is this for pasta or pussy? Well, I mean, I want it to be some pasta at first, but I mean, let's get down to it. I want it to end with some pussy. Like, let's just throw it out there.
That's funny.
Your number 3 scene, Bert.
Oh, my third was actually the in the lawyers. What's her name? Beth's office.
Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks, which is the 2005 to 2012. All the Elizabeths are fucking hot, and I want to know why. Berkeley, Banks. There's 2 more that I can't think of right now because of you.
We got Olsen.
He's talking about my magic mistletoe.
Yeah. That's what all the kids are calling it. But in that office with the guy that was caught on tape, and he's like, "Give me any white bald guy. Look at me. Whatever, Larry, blah blah blah, stealing TV." It's like, still wasn't me. And then Rod busts in and does the whole proposal thing. But
Mazel tov.
Yeah, Mazel tov. No. Okay, sorry. I'll just leave and sit down. He was that. That's my third.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. That was my third. I like that.
If Jane Lynch is at 98 being the best, Paul Rudd's doing a 97.
Yeah.
He's batting at a 97 right behind Jane Lynch.
They both play the same characters basically in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
So which normally I get mad about when you stereotype a character, right? When it's the same guy, and it's like, oh, but this isn't even that movie. What the hell? Those two could do that routine in every movie, and I'd go watch.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to see Stiffler doing a dramatic series.
No, 100%.
Honestly, every comedy ever should just have Jane Lynch come in for like 4 minutes
and just do some of that dry, satirical, just crazy. That's what it is. Dry, satirical, crazy.
My third favorite scene is the partner in crime scene. It's basically where everything goes bad.
Oh, okay.
The pussy party and the layer fight where McLovin gets disqualified.
Mm-hmm.
That is not an elementary school teacher that Stiffler goes to bed with. I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm sorry. Get out of here with that.
I end the scene with the elevator scene when they get in a fight. It wasn't a blowjob. We fucked.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me, the kid and the mom are in there. Oh, you want to go?
Where the kid's clearly like 13 and he's like SHITTY. He can spell. He's 11.
It wasn't a blowjob. We fucked. And that move at that point in the movie, like they care about the kids. Like now it's genuine, and they're trying to do these nice things, and they both just fuck up so bad.
Yeah, because they've never done nice things their entire life.
It was so well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Words, English.
Mm-hmm. Are you having a stroke? Are you
okay? Yeah.
Somebody help him.
All right, my second favorite scene.
I swear to God, BJ, if you don't put a montage as one of your Mount Rushmores, there's 2 montages.
There's
in
2
this fucking
fantastic
movie.
montages.
I thought about it.
You're a son of a
and
bitch.
I did not put the montages.
You're a son of a bitch.
Did you not put the montages?
No, I didn't put the fucking montage.
Let's talk. You know what?
You're the montage guy.
Fuck it. My second favorite is the montage. Let's go. Let's go. I don't care. I'll change it up on the fly.
Both montages?
Yes. Let's combine the montages together.
Absolutely.
You had the booby mermaid?
Booby mermaid was the best part of that montage.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then the kiss ping. I love them playing kiss ping pong because they had that connection.
I like how Ronnie gets into Kiss when he starts telling him about Love Gun being Paul Stanley's penis.
Yeah.
And Ronnie's like, oh, this is jazz.
Yeah, slapping the bass.
I didn't know Jews could sing like that. They couldn't. That's why they wore makeup.
Been getting pussy for 30 years. And then that first montage ends with Whispering eye. Tell me about the whispering eye. I long for your whispering eye. Oh my god, I can't believe you said that.
That was incredible acting by McLovin.
Well, that is McLovin.
Yeah.
That's again another one that should be that character. I don't care what fucking situation or movie you put him in. Should be that. You should just make your living off of that guy. Right there. Oh, McLovin, that guy is just perfect. Wiki.
Hey.
Plus Whispering Eye, incredible name for vagina.
Incredible. What was Paul Rudd's character name in this movie?
Danny.
Hey, Danny, you want to come inside and see my turtle?
No.
Of course, this motherfucker's got a turtle.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Of course, it's fun. God.
The second montage, the best part of that one was Martin is Gay, played by Ronnie.
Gay for robots.
Oh.
Yeah, Martin is gay for robots. Yes.
So he had this giant dick, like fucking right through a robot.
Yes, on the yes.
What an artist Ronnie is.
Bert, your second favorite scene.
My second is the same kind of, but after The Office with Jane Lynch, and they just fucked up. It was after the camping trip, and they're sitting in there, and that's when she starts talking about cocaine. And why don't you go home, cut a couple lines of self-esteem, and snort, and that whole
take
scene.
a big old straw.
I have cocaine and blood. What'd you have for dinner? And then sitting there, and she's in his face. Did you touch his penis? And they go back and forth between the two, right? Between the two kids.
No, that's after the camping scene.
Yeah, after the camping when they're in trouble.
Yeah.
They're sitting there trying not to go back to jail. And she's talking about cutting a couple lines of self-esteem. It's just, I don't know why. Again, maybe that's the one I shouldn't have laughed so hard at. But
that's a legitimately funny line.
Why don't you go home? Because it just, you could see, it had to be the part of the improv too, because she's good, don't get me wrong. But when she's producing that out, you could it's just cut a couple lines, it's just coming. It was beautiful. That's my second. I can't.
That's a very strong scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, like I said earlier, it ended when it should. It didn't. They didn't drag it on and on and on. Which also would have been kind of funny too. There's some movies that do that, where they take that horse and keep beating it, no matter what, at some point, and then it goes from funny to pissed off to all right, now it's funny again. You know what I mean?
Jacob, number 2.
The ending, basically the big makeup scene.
Beth, I like to sing.
Well, and before
you started at the fight, right?
Yeah, I started at the fight with the big. Them getting the whole crew together.
Let's touch our tips together.
Yeah, let's touch our tips together. Yeah,
everybody touch your tips. Did you see the look on Paul Rudd's face as he puts his like, oh, okay, I'm doing this.
And what I never remember the guy's name. It's not the King because he's great. The guy that jumped out naked out of the trunk in The Hangover. King Jong, great. But the Latonius. A rub-a-dub-dub.
Yeah, rub-a-dub-dub.
That guy is so fucking funny.
The press secretary from Veep, right?
Yes.
Is that what he is? Because I've seen him before, and he always plays that little weaselly smartass guy.
He's in another Paul Rudd movie. First time I saw him, and it cracked me up, was I Love You, Man. He was his soccer friend that would go, "This is awesome! This is awesome!"
This is a great movie for that guy and that gal's.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
The press secretary from Veep, McLovin's parents, Ken Moreno and
that other girl.
Yeah, that girl.
Yeah. We all know who she is. We've seen her in 10 things.
The tall guard with the blonde, the big guard that was like kicking everybody's ass.
That guy. Yes, that guy.
I have no clue, but I know I've seen him in other things, right?
And Louis C.K. shows up
for a second. He's knocked down. Yeah,
for a straight second. I will call you up till you shit sideways whenever he's trying to make up with Ronnie's mom.
I am a lioness.
Yeah.
That is my cub.
And he's like, I get it. You'll tear up my asshole till I shit sideways.
Shit coming out sideways.
and then he's just like, what I'm trying to say is, when I get out of prison, can I hang out with your 10-year-old son?
That line in the line of, I'm not here. When she's talking about the kids, I'm not here to take care of you two. I'm here to take care of
I'm not here to
service
these
kids. That's the word. Thank you. I'm not here to service you two. I'm here to service these young boys.
That reminds me of the first time we're in Sturdy Wings and stuff. Was like, obviously we're not supposed to butt fuck these kids.
This is a proper hug. This is not.
He just leans over and he's like, women's rights. Hillary Clinton. Excuse
the
me?
ladies, he's like, I'm
kind of into politics, and I'm fucking engaged. And I've got a boner.
There's so many little lines in there that just perfect. It's funny.
BJ, numero uno.
Camping.
Me too.
Camping scene.
Camping. Great fucking shit. Oh, I did it because I'm black? No, Ronnie, you did it because I fucking watched you do it.
And then he jumps on the thing. He jumps on it. I'm like, God, someone hit that kid.
I love how Stiffler can't have sober sex. He's got to take 3 Ambien and try to fight the urge to stay awake.
He's going to stay awake the longest.
And then the booby conversation is one of the best conversations in all of cinema.
And as he shoots him around.
Yeah, he's just like, you already made the number one mistake in booby watching.
Yeah.
What do you mean? She knows you looked at him, bro. You don't think I realized the 34Ds walking down the ridge over there? Or how about the tits over there getting the tent together? Or how about the mountains themselves looking like a pair of boobies?
And I
Right here.
like boobies.
Right here.
Focus.
Now, how many? Honestly, which either of you practiced your boob watching while you were watching that scene?
Oh yeah,
you did the side glaze. You went.
Yeah.
The advantage of being a boob man over an ass man is you can't accidentally look at an ass.
No, you cannot. You either have to not look at it or turn around and look at it.
Yeah.
There are no other choices.
Yeah, as they go by, you're going. Yeah.
And Stiffler passing out naked in the campfire.
Dude, him coming out of there.
Or him. The first thing he does that's awesome once he gets on Ambien is the eagle thing about mating.
Yeah. Right? And he goes, why did you fucking tell me that? Why wouldn't I?
Oh, the engaged girl. What a pair of knockers.
Oh my gosh.
Good
and I
Lord.
loved Ronnie just being like, boobies.
It was good blatant boob showage in this movie.
Oh,
yes.
great
Yeah.
blatant
Just
boob
blatant-
shows.
Yes.
We need more of this.
Absolutely.
The director was in the camping scene. He was the guy that didn't really know how to play the acoustic
What's his
guitar.
name?
David Wayne.
Speaking of the guitar, I don't know if I'm jumping things, but the song that was joked through the whole movie.
Yeah.
The
Right.
wings.
Yeah, the Wings song. Okay, that's nothing new, but yeah, do you know it was written by the camp counselor guy
Yeah.
and the director.
I didn't know
And
that.
the director is the guy that sang it because he used to be in a Wings cover band. So when you hear,
Wangs?
huh?
Was
No,
the
it
Wings,
was-
was
they
the
were
Wings
called-
cover band called Wangs?
They were called
There's
not
just guys without pants on?
right. They were it's a whole different meaning to dick jokes. They were called Not Wings. So when Rudd makes the reference of no, actually nobody sings that. It's Not Wings. It was written during the movie by the camp counselor. That's why I know it's 80 Miles, and the director wrote the thing, and then he recorded it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
great.
because it kept coming up, and I was thinking in my head, I'm not a big Wings fan. Nobody is a big Wings fan. It's just not happening, right? So I didn't know, so I Googled it and was like, that's not a Wings song. It's actually done by a group called Not Wings.
Fucking love that.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
What was your second scene since I made you change it to the montage?
The final battle.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything you wanted to say that we didn't hit?
Great deaths.
Yes, all of the acting out of the deaths was amazing.
My favorite is at the end, they're dead, and they go, good job, dude.
I love Stiffler. All right, I'm gonna get a beer.
Yeah.
That's 100% what I would do if I did that shit.
As Paul Rudd dick taps him with the foam sword as he runs away.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. If I found myself in that situation, and what I was watching in my head, I'm thinking, do they have to lay there until the entire battle's over? And then the scene where he's like, I'm gonna go get a beer. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Bert's
sounds like
like-
a lot of effort.
Bert's like, I haven't run around like that in a long time.
Fuck that.
My kids are grown up.
Absolutely.
If someone makes me a sword and shield and outfit, I'll do it. I'm not gonna make the shit, but like, if you got it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. Whatever. Fuck
I'll
it.
get away from my wife and kids for an afternoon to do a LARP battle royale.
What was the name of their country? Kiss My Assatin or something like that?
Kiss my Athens.
Kiss My Athenians, because the Myathians was what he was before. Okay. All right. Yeah. That was genius too. Kiss my Athenians.
Character breakdown.
Start with Paul Rudd's the star, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is he?
I think so.
He's definitely
he's
in the
main
movie the
character,
most.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
The other ones are, I guess.
Yeah, Stifler's a close second.
Yeah, but it ends on Paul Rudd with that ridiculous song.
Yes. So dumb.
It was very, very silly, but it fit the movie.
It did.
Because the reference earlier to him being embarrassed in front of people he can't sing, and now he's standing up in front of all these people and singing, it ties the whole thing together.
It does.
You know? Not that there's need for role models too, because if they had not done it that way, then I found out, yes, there is a role models too.
Is there coming out one?
They had the screen or the pitch for it, but it never came out.
Oh, fuck a duck. I'd be so down for that movie.
Do you guys like when people who are clearly great looking are losers in movies?
Yes.
Yeah, it gives you some kind of satisfaction, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Just a little bit. I'm just like, man, Paul Rudd's a good looking guy. I don't feel so bad for being fat.
I look at Paul Rudd and I'm thinking he's knocking fucking, go juice.
Yeah, knocking it out
At
of
the age of
park
35 years old.
Elizabeth Banks.
But then again, what is he like? He's like 60 in this movie or something. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the man never doesn't.
Who
age.
knows?
Yeah.
He doesn't age.
That would be a great drinking game. Pick a random picture of Paul Rudd,
And
you gotta guess who's closest to the year it was taken.
right? Because the man doesn't age.
You'd be like 98, 2020. I don't know.
Yeah. No telling. Stifler.
Wheeler.
I almost wanted to do American Pie for this episode with Bert. So we were going to get, it was American Pie, Goon, or Role Models. So I wanted Stiffler. I wanted Stiffler.
Right? I was going to say, you hit all three.
Yeah.
Goon is a sneaky, awesome movie.
Yeah.
You know what? When you asked me if I had watched it, and I said, I think I know you're talking about a hockey movie, I've never seen it all the way through. So I watched it.
It's good, isn't it?
You should do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's actually, what's his name? Three names.
Sean William Scott.
Thank you.
I've heard never trust a person with 3 first
Right,
names.
he's a fucking serial
What do you
killer,
do?
too.
Or never trust a person with 2 first names.
He's a serial killer.
What do you do with someone with 3?
I don't know.
Yeah, but he's not Stifler in this movie, Goon. But
Yeah,
he's off the subject. But yeah, he's not Stifler.
And it works.
Yeah, and he's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not switch movies because I really enjoyed Goon. But go ahead.
Stifler's killing it in this movie.
It's him.
Yeah.
But like you brought up the comedic timing between him and Paul Rudd.
I don't understand why his career was cut off. Because I like him in Goon. I like him in this. Obviously, American Pie.
I
The
don't know.
movie
Maybe
he does with
couldn't
The Rock.
He couldn't get out of the Stifler,
Which is a
typecast, you know.
non-politically correct character
Oh, absolutely.
that cannot be used anymore.
And now that we're woke, we can't have that anymore. You know, like try to put Blazing Saddles on the screen somewhere right now. You know the movie Blazing Saddles?
Yes.
Saddles, yeah, Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
The sheriff is near. The sheriff's what? The sheriff isn't near. I don't think he said near. The whole thing, that movie, you could not even wake it up from back of letter descriptions.
Yeah.
You couldn't make it politically correct. If you did, it would just be actually, I want to take that movie and make it politically correct and make that the movie so satire with over the other side. Because this one's so far this way, right? This one's so far left as far as saying bad words. They got the Chinese working the railroads. They've got, it's just so racist, this entire movie. Tongue-in-cheek racism.
So you want to do a double satire?
I want to do the other side of it to where it's so politically correct that you can't even speak, that you have to. And it's just, I want to do it that way.
I'll help you.
Right.
That sounds incredible.
I think that needs to be done.
That sounds incredible.
Because they were doing this, that would be Blazing Saddles now. Blazing Saddles in 1960, whatever it was made, was the tongue-in-cheek, wake the fuck up, you people are idiots.
Right.
Right? So now the other side of it, which I'm, again, because it's 2023, I'm very politically correct now as I'm leaning towards that thing. But you
heard it here, folks.
So, yeah, right.
Bert is uncancelable.
Although I'm almost at the age right now, I'm old. I'm at the age right now to where I can almost get away with it.
They
I
canceled
can
Cosby
almost
and he was
get
older
away
than
with
you.
it without being totally canceled. Oh, he's old. You know, they can, he's old. He's old. I mean, I'm getting old, obviously. You know, you're old, you're in an elevator and you hear a total musical of Zeppelin's Black Dog. And it's completely instrumental. And it has a harp solo. And you understand how fucking old you are that you're listening to this thinking, man, the harp's not bad.
I can't.
That actually works. It's not bad.
I can't wait 35 years from now when they have the instrumental version of WAP.
Right? What was it, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? They did a whole thing about the Christmas song about baby, it's cold outside, and how bad because it's drug, all that. And the song last year was fucking Wet Ass Pussy. They've gone too far. They've gone over.
That would be a great movie. I'm down.
Right?
McLovin.
He's so well adjusted, like he does not need to be in Sturdy Wings.
No,
He's a normal ass kid who's just a little nerdy, which I guess is the point, but
yeah, because his parents are shitty.
Ken Marino is perfect in that part. He wrote the movie with Paul Rudd. He is perfect.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
He is perfect in that part for that dad, or stepdad, or he's not my dad.
Yeah, your parents seem
they're just dicks.
Yeah.
Both of them. You just want to take them and shake them. They're just dicks.
Them showing up to the final battle scene was a great emotional beat to end it on.
I love it. It's just like, it's not as gay as I thought it was.
It's still kind of gay. It's not as
I mean, you did get beat by a girl, but it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. The backhanded compliments are perfect. That's my mom said to me, I lost 55 pounds, and she goes, God, you're not as fat as you used to be. Wait a minute. I'm so confused by this. That's another therapy session.
Yeah,
let's go on, shall
that's
we?
big guy problems. Every time you go see family, are you sure you need another plate? Yeah, I'm fucking sure. I wouldn't have got a fucking plate if I wasn't sure.
You shouldn't fucking have invited me. You know I'm going to throw some groceries down. Get the fuck out my way. Anyway.
And on to Ronnie.
Ronnie is fucking genius. I'm sorry. That's just the kid. I don't know if he's done what he's done since. I think I saw a couple Disney credits in there or something. But the kid's straight gangster.
Great F-bomb dropper.
It's so natural.
Yes.
Like, this kid's been saying fuck you since he came out.
Yeah. He was born to do this.
He came out, turned around, slapped the pussy. What's up, bitch?
He just came out of the womb like Stone Cold with double middle fingers.
Yeah. He came out how I imagine Donald Trump came out, just grabbing pussy.
Not letting go. Help! Oh, let go!
Ronnie was great. Nothing else needs to be said.
No,
he was perfect. Yeah.
Followed up, lastly, by Jane Lynch.
We ended with the two strongest performances in the movie, as great as everybody else was. Like I said, put Jane Lynch for 4 minutes in every comedy ever made.
Jane Lynch is just enough uncomfortable funny.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when she did the whole backing out from behind the TV screen and the thing. Like,
I laughed too hard at that.
Outstanding physical comedy.
And that's one that they took too far, but it was the good too far.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, all right, you're still going. All right,
she's just pointing like, yeah.
I know you saw it.
Before we leave Jane Lynch, like just her uncomfortable humor. This movie does it almost as much as another movie, but the first time I ever saw her, 40-Year-Old Virgin, and she's in that movie so much, and she does such a great fucking job just like this movie.
What show? She's
so
in a
good.
Show where she plays a sex therapist.
I want to watch this show.
Oh, it is, and Boston Legal, the TV show.
Is she a sex
the
therapist?
William Shatner
William
one?
Shatner one. She is. What's the other guy? The guy I didn't like until I started
James
watching
Patterson.
this show. No,
Fuck, what's
James.
his name?
Yeah, James something. James Cameron.
James Spader.
James
Spader.
Spader. I knew I'd get there.
Okay.
James Spader which, by the way, Blacklist is fucking because of James Spader. But I don't like James Spader, young James Spader. I didn't like him at all in any of those movies. The crappy fucking movies. He was such a prick. But he's a prick in this one. And it's perfect prick.
I've seen 3 or 4 episodes of Boston Legal, and it's pretty amazing.
It is, man. I watched it.
I was an Ally McBeal guy.
Nice.
Who's Ally McBeal?
Ally McBeal is married to
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Okay.
She's that little tiny girl that stands next to him in pictures. She's like this big around, man.
She can't weigh more than 90 pounds.
Can't. And that's if she's in a wet sweater with boots on. There's no fucking way. He's got to be breaking that shit. That's all I think of when I see a little tiny skinny girl. I'm like, God damn, you like pain. Anyways, go ahead.
Because Harrison Ford just has a hog. There's no doubt in my mind.
Has to.
Ellen McBeal. I can't think of her name, but
Callista Flockhart.
Thank you.
How did I know that? That was no Google or anything.
Right?
Was off the top of the old noggin.
Right off the dome.
Right off the dome. Nice.
So
can we hit Beth real quick, just because?
We have to hit Beth because I want to say.
I want to hit Beth.
Oh my God, so bad. I don't know what it is about Elizabeth Banks,
dude. There's something.
But she is the blonde of blondes for me. She's one of the most attractive women I've ever seen. She's so hot, she has no ass, and I'm an ass guy. But she's just so fucking pretty. She's so fucking funny,
and just you think the person that every character she plays, you think that's what she is.
Yes.
Like she's not really
in 40-Year-Old Virgin, she was the drunk chick shoving a fucking shower head up her pussy.
Right.
In this movie, she was the lawyer. She's just so fucking good. She's so hot. I love Elizabeth Banks.
Did Zack and Miri make a porno?
So good.
The first half of Zack and Miri Make a Porno is hilarious.
Second half is not good?
No.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember it. I just don't know.
I remember it being pretty funny.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, I got shit face. Don't ever say shit and face in the same sentence around me ever again. What's your name? Hester Molester. Oh, that's a great porn name. Holy shit, we can have porn names? John Duke. I don't know if it was John Duke, but
I don't know what impressed. You're sad that you know that.
Great first half of that movie.
On to trivia. Bird, I like you, bro. You came on and you had a lot of trivia of your own. That was fun. You're gonna have to come back just for that. You interjected it in a lot of parts of the podcast that I try to do and fail. So I just keep it in the fucking segment.
Right,
I used to try to put it in, and I'm like, that's too much fucking work. It's in a segment. If I remember it, it'll come out.
Well, you got to understand the way that I've been talking is the way my brain works.
I love it.
I don't hold ideas for very long. And then I've also, because this one will.
Oh, I know in the Mount Rushmore, we're on number 4, and you're like, yeah, here's my number 1 because we're talking about it. Here's your Abe Lincoln. I'm sure this played a part in the reason the movie was so improvised on top of everybody being so talented, but this movie was filmed during the 2007 Writers Guild strike.
Yes.
I
saw that too.
Yeah. So
shortened season.
Good on them for having so many talented people.
Yeah.
Imagine doing this with people who can't improvise.
Well, nobody else could do that movie. Think about it. Who else would play the 3? Even, I mean, Ronnie was fantastic, okay, but you can get a sarcastic little dick to play that role.
Sure.
But he took it to the next level.
Yeah.
But who's going to do Paul Rudd, Stiffler, and Jane Lynch? And Augie.
At that time?
Who of those 4, anybody that you put in your head that you think who are you gonna put in there?
Maybe Wanda Sykes or Jane Lynch.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Right.
But I can't think of anybody else.
Wanda Sykes would actually work in Jane Lynch's role in that one, yeah. But I can't think of Paul Rudd.
Maybe John C. Reilly's too awkward looking.
Maybe what's his name from
Michael Cera might have been McLovin.
What's the dude?
You know Danny
Cera, yeah.
Danny McBride is Stiffler?
No, he relies too much on his physical comedy.
Okay.
The Paul Rudd is the only other person I can think of would be Jason Bateman to play that role.
Yeah, Jason Bateman could,
but yeah.
I don't know anybody else for Stifler though.
But you put those people together in there, and you can.
But yeah, because you still need that comedic timing.
Yeah, Exactly.
Especially during that strike, because there's no one there to help you.
Yeah.
This movie also has the two main characters tell each other to refer to themselves as Dragon and Nighthawk, which Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly's characters do in Step Brothers.
Nice. All right.
I didn't know that.
Wheeler's badass car is a 1970 Ford Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
That is a badass car.
Yeah.
I don't think he can afford that.
The logo.
Right.
He's in massive debt.
He's a Minotaur for a living.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's in massive debt. He loves his life. Fuck it. The logo for Sturdy Wings is virtually identical to the image on the cover of Wingspan Hits in History by Paul McCartney's band Wings.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Because of the Wings sound like guy.
So I don't know if this trivia is actually right or if Bert's trivia is right from earlier. I just got this on IMDb and looked up no further.
That's what we do on this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Paul McCartney's impersonator, Joey Curato, provides the vocal for the fictional Danny Lane song, Take Me Down to the Streets, which we hear during the closing credits.
The director did the writing, and you are correct. But
okay, so the director wrote the song.
with
and then
80,
McCarthy's
with 80 miles, the church camp counselor.
Yeah.
He wrote it with him.
Okay, and then Joey Curato sang it.
Fucking funny as shit. The crazy red, the
youth pastor
whatever you
guy.
want to call him. Yeah. He's anyways, that's fucking hilarious.
I love this character. First timers.
Right.
If I had a nickel for every year I'd be at Sturdy Wings, I could play a game of Pac-Man.
25 cents, 5 years.
When Wheeler's being introduced to Ronnie, Gail introduces him as Anson, to which he replies, Wheeler is good, implying he is unfavorable of his first name.
Yeah, because it's Anson.
Stephen King possibly pays homage to this scene in Under the Dome, as he and a character share the same full name, Anson Wheeler.
Oh.
And I looked up Under the Dome was published in 2009, 2010.
So,
because I was like, I know it's a TV show, but when did the book come out? Because this trivia might be out of someone's ass. Jane Lynch, Paul Rudd, Elizabeth Banks all appear in The 40-Year-Old Virgin 3 years earlier.
Yep.
True.
This movie is the second in which Elizabeth Banks is named Beth. Because she was Beth in 40-Year-Old Virgin, too.
I didn't remember that at all.
Wheeler explains to Ronnie that Kif dons makeup to get girls and that they have been doing so for the past 30 years. Ronnie can be seen dancing along to the music, playing air guitar, and is actually slapping the bass.
Yep.
This is a move that Paul Rudd will mimic a year later in I Love You, Man.
Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass.
So he took Ronnie's move. Slapping the bass. I love I Love You, Man. I will see you there. I'll see you at another time. Such a good movie. Have you seen Our Idiot Brother?
Mm-mm.
Put that on the top of your watch list. Paul Rudd.
Right on.
He just plays some. No, Elizabeth Banks is in it. Zooey Deschanel, and he has 4 sisters. So there's 2 other sisters too.
Right.
And he's their idiot brother. He's just some hippie dude who's either homeless or not homeless, never really holds a job, but he's just a super nice guy, and everybody fucking hates him at some point in the movie. And he's just like, y'all are a bunch of fucking dicks. And then everybody feels bad. It's a very good movie. Watch it. But that's my trivia.
Did you know that they won an award?
Who did?
This movie.
No, tell me.
They were up for 4 nominees. The award they won was from the Women's Film Critics Circle. They made the Hall of Shame, and were the most offensive male characters. Is the award they won.
Hell yeah!
That's what I said.
That's a rightful winner.
I want, he might not have an Oscar, he might have an Emmy, but he's going to put that fucker right there on top.
Hell yes.
Fucking right.
Hell yes, I will. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
I've seen more offensive males in movies than this movie. That award can go fuck itself.
Well, they have a Hall of Shame for the whole. Each year they give out awards, best actor, best actor, like legits, and then they go through the ones that they felt were offensive.
Oh, this movie does not pass the Bechdel test at all.
No.
Do you know what the Bechdel test is?
I don't know what the Bechdel test is.
So it's a simple concept. A movie has to have 2 female characters who are named, who have a conversation about something other than love. And like 70% of movies don't pass that test.
It's fucking wild.
Like
Right?
even in 2023, most movies do not pass that very simple test.
Okay, so in this movie, didn't Jane Lynch and didn't she? Oh no, that was with the guys. About talking about the judge and the special friend.
Oh,
And
that was with the guys.
she's just
I
like,
used to blow. I don't want to be too graphic.
but I used to
blew him
suck
for
his dick
drugs.
for blow.
I blew him for drugs. I thought that
I
was
can't. I'm so glad we brought that line up before the pod ended.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite lines in that movie. Is when she says, "I don't want to be too graphic." He's a special friend, and I don't want to be too graphic, but I used to blow him for drugs. What would graphic to this woman be? Where's the line? There
Do
isn't
you,
one.
do you know what she used to eat for breakfast?
Cocaine.
What did she have for dinner?
Cocaine. BJ,
Impersonation time?
what is it?
Medieval times.
See, the best thing about our guest this week is he's going to be so into the impersonations.
Yeah, and he's going to do a way better job than either of us.
Probably.
What do we-
Gentlemen, we gather round for the spirit of war. We fight not for ourselves, not for our family, not for our tribe, but for two things, the ass and the titties. Gentlemen, we shall touch our tips for ass and titties.
That was good.
Well done. Well
Bert, you want to go second?
I don't. I'm not prepared.
It's off the top of the head.
I worked on that on the drive over here. Or if you had any on-stage impersonations you did with your hour special.
I had this one gig set up. It was my first real gig at this bar. First time. And I had set it up, and it was going to be, we had to do an hour and a half show. And you tell young comics in Minneapolis at the time, you tell a bunch of them, young comics saying, free time. I'll give you stage time. Come on over. Come on. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Nobody fucking showed up. It was me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, I didn't want to lose the gig. So I went up on stage and just started talking, went through my material. And by the time I was done, it was an hour and 10 minutes or hour and 15, right around there. It was fucking insane.
I'd have gotten the red light to get the fuck off the stage like 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Bert, how about you give us a little special? One of the best jokes I've ever heard. Bubba.
No, but that starts out with, all right, I'll give you. All right, that's the whole cop bit. That was where when I first started comedy, my comedy sucked. Okay?
Everyone's does.
I was in downtown. I was in Minneapolis, and we were at a club called the Ha Ha Club, and it was an old garage that had been converted into a club. Sticks was the name of the owner, and Sticks was an old comic, knew everybody, and he opened up his own club. Well, I got on open mic. Finally was allowed to get a feature on like a Friday night, and I went up and I sucked. I absolutely fucking sucked. But the crowd started bitching at me. That's where I shined. Okay, that's coming back at them, shutting them the fuck up, telling them, hey, look, I don't go to your job, knock the dick out of your mouth, don't come to mine and fuck with me, okay? I'm just going on and on and on with these people.
He's assuming the guy's a male prostitute.
That could be. It could be. So they called me, so he brought me out the next night as the hitman of comedy because my comedy sucked, but don't tell me that because I know that already. So my first time I realized I was a comic was the cop bit. I'd been local and went on stage and whatever, and finally I didn't do it. And I came off stage, and Joe Keys, who is, Google him, is in California now. She came to me and goes, why don't you do the cop bit? And I looked at him and went, how do you fucking know who I am? let alone my material. And he goes, that's genius. I love it. I said, I don't know. So the cop bit is, I'm a little bit nervous, actually. I was supposed to be here last night. I got here tonight. Okay. But last night I had a wonderful encounter with one of Dallas's finest. And either you guys cops before I start this?
No.
Okay, this guy was a fucking asshole. So he's standing behind me and he's got that Luke Skywalker light that they all carry, right? And that big thing that could shine the moon. I'm Roadmaster. Comes walking up to the car, shines the light in my eyes, says, your eyes look a little bit red tonight, son. I said, well, it could be that fucking light, could it? Pulls me out of the car, calling me some kind of smart ass or something. I'm not really sure what he's talking about at this point. First thing he tells me to do is assume the position. I don't know about you guys, but I've never been in this situation before. I'm not really sure what the position was. So I looked, I said, hey, I'm not sure what you're into, but I'm not sure what your position is. Well, he showed me, which I thought was nice. Apparently, just so you know, public service announcement, the position is when you have your face firmly planted into the hood of his car. So the next time you're pulled over and a cop tells you to do the position, just walk over and put your face into the hood of his car. You'll be fine. So he starts feeling around in my pants and everything. He says, you got anything in your pockets I should be worried about? I said, well, I'm fucking worried about your hands in my pocket at this point. What are you doing? He says, no. And I hear rubber gloves snapping on. I'm like, oh, shit. So he starts patting me down. I'm like, hey, Officer Friendly. Take me to jail and get enough of that booty playing there. So he did. He took me to jail. And another public service announcement for you. That when you're in jail, they do the whole rubber glove thing, but only this time, you're naked. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. The guy says to me, I can tell he doesn't like his job. He says to me, all right, look, I need you to drop your pants, turn around, and crack a smile. We need to do a cavity check. Excuse me? So I need you to drop your pants, turn around, crack a smile. We need to do a cavity check. I said, I don't need to take my pants down for that. You can see one starting right over here on my left molar. Just a sugar, heat, it hurts. He goes, no, I don't think you understand. I said, no, I don't think you understand. I'm in here for traffic violations. I don't think I have a car up my ass. Which, by the way, I didn't. He checked. No car up there. So now I'm worried because I've seen all the Geraldo Bear specials about fucking gays in prison and, prison sex. So I'm taking every precaution I can. I got duct tape across my ass, soap on the rope. There's no way these guys are getting me. They put me in the cell. And in this cell is this man. That's all you can describe him as is man. I'm a big dude, right? 6'6", 280 pounds, big dude. I was tiny compared to this man. Stood there and I just looked at him and went, oh, okay, this is going to be good. Hey, what's your name? He said, my name's Bubba. Bubba Booty Stretcher. I'm sorry, what? Booty Stretcher? Is that German? I'm not understanding what you're saying. Where's the emphasis? Is it booty? So I'm a little nervous. He says, what do you want, man? You want the top or the bottom? Thinking, well, I'll take the top. We got to do this. Might as well be the top. So he gets in the bottom bunk. I'm like, oh, now I feel like a dick. He's talking about bunks. What? So I get up on the top bunk in the middle of the night. Old Bubbaroo decides it's time to play house. He says, hey, boy, what you want to be, boy? You want to be the husband or you want to be the wife? Let me think. I guess I'll be the husband. I'll be the husband. Well, it's going to hurt to rip the duct tape off my ass, so I say I'll be the husband. He says, all right, boy, come over here and suck your wife's dick. My last wife didn't have a dick, so I was a little confused at this point. But, we still, with Christmas cards, we talk. That was the cop bit.
Bubba Booty Stretcher.
Bubba Booty Stretcher. Bootay.
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 He's half Cajun, half German.
Right?
Bootay Stretcher.
Rub-a-dub-dub, we get together today to take thy weapons against thy foe for the one true treasure of our world, the Whispering Eye. The only thing worth fighting for, the Whispering Eye. I will lose every limb that my body has, minus what I use in the Whispering Eye. Off we fight. That's what I got.
Very nice. I like his speech, Augie's speech, when he's talking about it. He said, Marvin Hamlish. And who the fuck is Marvin Hamlish? Oh, he wrote the music for the movie Sting. Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
Bert, who had the better one? When the guest doesn't do an official impersonation, they have to choose who had the better one.
That's just wrong to do that. That.
One of us is going to be pissed.
I know, right? Well, honestly, I got to say Jacobs is a little better.
I agree with you.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Let me get that.
The accent was better.
Was it?
It just was.
Final thoughts on the movie. It was great.
I am not disappointed. I was not disappointed. It's a feel-good movie in 2008. I know it's not supposed to be, but
It was.
yeah. There's some there's some slapstick in there. There's some the verbal comedy. I liked it.
There's nothing wrong with this movie at all. It's really good. Straight. It's just a right down the middle feel-good comedy. It's an 8.0.
Hey, did you have the ratings? Do you know what the ratings are of it?
Oh, BJ didn't even do that.
Yeah,
sorry, I
didn't call you out, man.
Did we have an Ebert review?
We did have an Ebert review.
Man, we fucked that all up.
We'll do our ratings, then we'll do the ratings and Ebert's review before the reviews.
We had too much fun. We hadn't had a guest on in a long time. We were excited.
And I talk a lot, so.
So 8.0 for BJ. Bert, what's your rating?
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Yeah, I'm at 8.5. I'm not, I don't think it's a 10 because there's some stupid shit in there, but.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it rounds up to a 9, though.
At the end of the day, yeah, you could do that. That's
I'm going to go with Bert, 8.5.
Yeah.
Someone made me rounds up to a 9.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a great movie. I don't know why it doesn't get a 10 because there's nothing I don't like and it has everything that I like.
Because it doesn't do anything original.
It's very adolescent in itself. Like the truck going up on the horse is a bit much. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's genius.
Yeah.
But it is a bit much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
this is made for a very target audience.
There's some hokiness.
Stupid men.
So we have 2 8.5s and an 8 for our rating.
Yeah, 2 8.5s and an 8.
IMDb, 6.8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes, 77%. And a not very surprising 61% Metacritic score.
Okay.
What
do you think Ebert thought of it? Jacob always guesses. You can guess, you can not.
I think he liked it because the movie.
Ebert's the fat one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, like the only one you thought would die that didn't.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
I think he liked it because he likes movies that don't pretend to be something they're not.
I don't think he liked it. I think he thinks it's hokey.
3 out of 4 stars.
Really?
That's a
it.
thumbs
All
up.
right.
It's a thumbs up.
Hell yeah.
He says, Role Models is the kind of movie you don't see every day. A comedy that is funny. The kind of comedy where funny people say and do funny things in funny situations.
Such a pretentious dick.
Not. Oh! You're going to enjoy this next part. Not the kind of comedy that whacks you with a manic shocks to force an audible Pavlovian response.
Shut the fuck up.
Whoa! Now that we've cleared the room by using Pavlovial, let's enjoy Role Models.
So you got rid of the intellectual people, went right to the stupid fucking people, and said, "Great movie, energy drink for everybody."
That's why we love Roger Ebert.
So he's a good writer, if nothing else. Sometimes he pisses me off. He didn't like Scooby-Doo, but he loved Laura Croft with Angelina Jolie.
Because it had Angelina
Like they're the
Jolie.
same fucking movie.
It had Angelina Jolie.
I know.
Let's back that up.
But
it had Angelina Jolie.
Scooby-Doo had the chick that played Velma.
Yeah, it had Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that's true. And they made her boobs bigger.
And God, it had Angelina Jolie. Did I say that yet?
Yeah. Should they remake this film? And yeah, give me live action, like that stuff and a comedy, like however you want to do it, because that was one of the main themes of Role Models.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, why not? In terms of just make a comedy where you have a bunch of funny people.
Yeah.
And an odd couple, smartass versus slacker, have to be a fish out of water and raise kids.
There's the style right there. There's so many movies like this in this style.
Yeah.
I hate this. In this style.
We can't see quotes.
I know.
A microphone,
I know
not
this,
a camera.
but I hate people that do it, and I just did it. I'm literally, like he says in the movie, why'd you use quotes? We're like literally in front of you.
Fucking hate that.
God, fucking hate that. So do I.
Now it's time for good and bad IMDb reviews.
Ooh, here we go.
By Alex Coker 3, 10 out of 10. I long for this film's whispering eye.
Outstanding title. Great start. Keep going.
Generation to generation. I'm going to read this like a medieval person. This is another impersonation.
All right.
Generation to generation. Films will always come and go, but role models will stay. I'm just going to do that part. This is perhaps my favorite film of all time. I watch it when I'm sad. I watch it when I'm happy. And upon finishing it, I always have a renewed lease on life, and it sets me up for the week in front of me. Does this guy watch this on weekends?
Is he fucking sad?
This is
What is your life that this movie changes it?
I honestly laugh at every line, and I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. For all those out there who haven't watched it yet, you won't regret it. By the time the final scenes from Role Models crossed the big screen, my eyes began to mist. This outrageous comedy is actually quite moving and profound. Was I pleasantly surprised? I don't know why he ended it with a question, but
he's welcome on the podcast. It's a great review.
All right, here's our bad one. It's a doozy. Good Guy 3918. Titled, Where Are the Child Advocates to Protest This Garbage Movie?
What?
Role Models would not make it at a fun-loving, annex-riddled, sexual innuendo teen movie, never mind a combo teen young child star flick. Sean William Scott shows how to play the very same character he has since the American Pie
You
trilogy.
think he's as angry as you are right now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
That's why I'm trying to do
You're
it.
so angry at this person.
That's why I'm trying to do it this way.
Do you want to fight them?
Since the American Pie trilogy of stupidity. Okay, the original was pretty good.
It was.
Here we
Does
have...
not age well.
Doesn't age
No.
well. Exactly.
No. There are sex crimes in that movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies I'm like, hey, I'm trying to educate my kids. Hey, come here, watch this movie in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, go the fuck out of the room. My bad. Completely didn't need to put that on. Sorry. Run away. Wash your eyes.
Here we have, no spoiler needed, two brainless idiots who were given the choice of jail or community service for some brainless accident that they had. Okay, enough of the premise of how they became role models.
Yeah, this is a review. This is a.
Now we move on to the children, which are supposed to be in need of role models. Sadly, Hollywood decided to choose some kids who missed the growing up part of childhood and went straight to acting like careless young adults, complete with the vernacular and street smarts of a common thug, along with a kid suffering from some sort of archaic Dungeons and Dragons affliction.
This guy right here. Okay, this guy didn't get the role.
No.
Didn't get the part when he was a kid. Didn't get the commercial. Didn't get the whatever. And he's pissed. Okay, go on.
I can't believe I got beat out by McLovin.
I wonder where are the child advocates that profess their dedication to keeping children safe from harm and influencing unbecoming their ages. We protect our kids from sexual predators, bullying, abusive clergy, but yet Hollywood, the neo-babysitters of irresponsible parents, are not held responsible for their young abusing relationship with child stars. Where are the parents of these child stars that are mismanaged into playing adult roles?
How much free time does he have? Fuck, shut up!
This movie is rated R, and for very good reason.
Yeah, boobs.
Then why is Hollywood allowed to use underage children in a movie for which their age group cannot go see? If you want to see the future of tomorrow's children, go see this movie, and I hope you walk away, hopefully before the ending, as disgusted as I was viewing this waste of time.
This person is so
I
irritating.
have a question.
Yes.
Has there never been an R-rated movie that had kids in it? Godfather? Maybe? Had some kids in it, right?
He liked that one, though.
So on top of your politically correct Blazing Saddles, you should like Photoshop old man faces on kids in every rated R movie.
Right to the computer generator where it like makes like the old people talking and shit. Sandlot. Could you see Sandlot with like 90-year-old faces? You're killing me, Smalls.
That was a good bad review. I read that
guy's
one. I
got
was
a
like,
lot
this is
of fucking
incredible.
free time, bro.
So much free time. And like you said, he didn't get the part.
Get the part.
Yeah. Some sore fucking loser.
You went up against McLovin in 2008.
Right.
You weren't getting that part.
Love it.
Question of the pod. Should people watch this movie?
Unless you're a child activist.
Right? Even if you are.
Even if you are, fuck it, watch it.
Broaden your horizons.
It's fucking fun. Watch this movie.
Exactly. It's not going to educate. Well, it educated me. I now know Vente's 20.
I know how not to hug kids.
There you go, right? No butt fucking to the kids. Got
Yep.
that.
And I know not to bullshit a bullshitter.
right? Because you're a real bull at the end of it. That was the best part. Are you bullshitting me? Because you're an expert bullshitter, and we know that.
And we all learned whispering eye.
And whispering eye, it means vagina. You said vagina.
Bert, I'm so glad we got you on this podcast.
Great guest.
We're doing this for at least one more year, so you have to be on at least one more time. So with that being said, check us out at IRMFT Pod. We're on
all the socials,
all of them, even Reddit, which we don't even use.
Who does?
Right?
Nobody.
Next week we have John Dies at the End.
Cult classic
of cult classics.
Spoiler alert.
John dies at the end. Yeah. Our producer is actually going to be, or our editor, whatever the fuck his name is. His name's Tristan. He's my brother-in-law. And he'll be on our episode next week. John Dies at the End. Bert, thanks for coming, man.
Absolutely, man. It's a blast.
Bye.